Hello and welcome to another battle report. This time it's Beastmen versus Greenskins on Battle for Itza. It's a domination map, and I wanted to test out a more wide army here. They may be expendable, but it's a lot, and I found that approaching domination more as a land battle these days with all the changes is probably a bigger chance of success. So here we go. Moving towards the points. I figure I can probably trade pretty okay. I see his Grom the Punch, and I think that's a good target to engage. See if I can drag it down, but I do think I overestimated the big spider in this match. We'll see. In hindsight, I learned that Grom the Punch has regen, so going after him first probably isn't the best idea. Let's see, does this have anything like it? Terror wounds, try the siege, and summon. So now, probably should have been on this one more. Now, because I have a lot of units, you can see me getting the side caps pretty fast. I do think so. And also getting a bit on the... Ooh. Yeah, these are too clumped up. That's my mistake, probably giving an attack order on just Grom. And the fat bastard is getting away too. Oh, look at all these buffs as well. Let's see if he is not fighting. Yeah, this one a bit, but nothing too great. Trying to attempt to catch him here. But that's a hefty mouse to try and escape them. In the meantime, his spider is taking free reign. And he managed to rout some of my forces. Ooh, I did not get this cap. That's a big mistake by me because I had unit advantage at the start. As we can so fighting these two for one and having these start the cap. So also the biggest fight is going in here, so I'm not capping there either. I am, I think, ahead on value at this point. Ever so slightly. Army value is quite same as well, but here he's getting into my missiles, which is pretty bad. I'm continuously putting on Spirit Leeches though, trying to break him. In hindsight, that's probably my mistake, because there's a lot of gold value going into this one unit, and not that much in others. And these are chasing this one, when they could have been capping here. Here I do a bit of a pullback, blocking with the Centaurs to get as much back online. A lot of it is also routing, making that a bit more difficult. I do get his Shaman bottled down, which is nice. Bogged down, I should say. But I want to go for the Big Lord Snipe first, and he's getting away, so I figured I need to stay on him. Can also go for this one later. He doesn't have any healing, so... Yeah, so while these are rallying, I'm trying to get those back together. Now, Ground Punch is finally broken. Should be able to chase him off or kill him entirely. But it's not looking so good on the other objectives, as you can see. So while the fight for the Lord went well, I'm way down on objectives, and it's cost me quite a bit actually. Yeah, I went too heavy on the Lord, and he had two big threats. And now I have a lot of scattered pieces of my army while he just lost his Lord and will probably win the army. This is also very, very bad for me. They might actually win, but not getting good value. Some tattered units here did... Yeah, there are these had stuck, so I didn't see that when I sent them in, I do believe. Memory serves me right. Over here I'm trying to catch some value. Going after the big spider now, but again not fighting on objectives. Make this pretty risky play actually. Trying to win here. Some rallying units trying to collapse back on this. Because on most other places it's going decent. Getting a bit of damage on this. Actually did quite a big damage. Helping me stay in this for the fight. Now I'm going for some chariot play. Clean up his infantry while I'm frantically shooting the spider here. I have a lot of archers all over the place. As you can see, they have a lot of ammo left and almost no leadership and units, so that's a bit of a mistake. It's also in part due to their low leadership though, but also because of a bit of mismanagement. Now here I get manticores in, which do pretty well for me. Nice morale damage that is. I can actually summon in a second one later, as it was working out so well. This objective is going okay-ish. Now finally get these 2 units back. Should have been there from the start really. Now I'm incidentally doing to him what he was doing to me, dragging his units all over here. Good thing he forgot about his spider hatchlings though. Actually got my value back. And I'm close to capturing this point, but he also reinforced. First, that's way too many units escorting off this, but they're all kind of in tatters. Now, since he did a mass unsummon here, should be able to resecure this objective slowly but surely. Meanwhile, I'm putting the manticore on him because that's a big chunk of damage. This is going well, so I decide to get these units out into more favorable places. I break this with the help of the manticore and some centaurs, so I try and take this point as quickly as possible too. Lots of routing here. Those are actually also shattered. I do get these back fairly soon, that's nice. Are those temporary? Yes, they are. This is a bit of a problem though, but I am actually getting good captures now, finally. But all that mass unsummoning did lead to him mass resummoning here.
We have a victory point. Keep it from the foe.
This shows the time I need to cap those, I do believe. Or not. Oh no, that's the weight I have on them, I think. Yeah, this looks like capture weight. So I don't... No, I own it. Oh. No, I'm not so sure what those numbers meant. Anyway, enough of the UI. So, big fighting going on here now. Getting my lord to safety for a second. And putting a nice... what is this called? Fate of... whatever. Juna? No idea what that means. Trying to soften them up a bit before I try and go back fighting this big blob. Over on the other side, Manticore doing great damage and morale penalties. So I want these helping here as well. I think this is, yeah, this is definitely capture rate. Cool. And it'll also show who controls them, because sometimes it's not clear by this if there's this mini portion here. But I need way more time than him to capture. Yeah. Oh no, it's in my favor. 11 minutes versus 30 minutes, so that's okay. This is a big battle, which is important. If I lose it, that's gonna lose me the game. His spider rallied, but I have the arch remaining to finish him off. He's also forgetting about it, which helps. Yeah, looks like he just remembered it, but just too late. And these really need to help out on other points as fast as they can though once they're done with spiders. Now this is where capture rate is becoming an issue, because even if it's 2 on 2, his have better capture rate, as you can see. So both of mine are expendable. So I really need the Manticores helping out. And now he needs, now it's 2 for 1 cap again in his favor, because, well, this big blow up he won, not so surprising. Also means he can now get back there. Ooh, this was probably overkill because the morale crapped out on them. And in the meantime, gold value isn't looking, army value isn't looking that hot anymore. We do have a lot more gold damage value, but it looks like it's not enough. All the bodies they have. Getting some units here, cleaning up a bit here, have a big push here. And now I'm back on army value. I was probably a bit too late on this massive charge. Ooh, my lord is in big danger. No. Too busy with the reinforcements to take care of my lord, it looks like. Try to get rid of this. Probably going to push this in forward and then try and flank from left side. Since I'm not doing so hot on tickets, I also try and abandon this for a bit, try and put more pressure on this side because that's really needed. Manticore's really doing a good job in this battle, I think. Value might not show it just yet, but routing off a lot of units. And here, I'm trying to fight on the objective, learning from my mistakes earlier on the game. Both Manticores are done though, so they should be getting back. Not sure if I noticed this in time, doesn't look like it. Could prevent them from getting the cap there. It's a close call on the Wolf Riders catching all these archers. So I'm capping this one again, losing this one though. Opponent's paying real close attention and me a little bit less, sadly. But I do have some time though to capture this, because as you can see the capture rate isn't that immense, but he's now also threatening this cap. And I'm just shy of threatening this one, sadly. I need to fight for this cap while also trying to hold this and take this. Was maybe a bit too ambitious. Maybe I should have gone for just these two and then try and take this later. I'm up in value ever so slightly, but I'm way behind on points. Now, capture rate is finally back on my side because these core hordes are not as expendable. But I have lost 2 and been unsuccessful getting point 1. I'm doing a couple of flips. Should be actually going for 1 or 2 to attack. But yeah, a lot on my plate, so missing some macro here and there. He still has more capture rate here, really? Maybe once these get off. Yeah, there we go. But because these aren't them. Oh, these are the expendable ones. Cat has less, but he's coming back from point 2 after getting me off. So even though I'm starting to cap this, it's at the expense of this one. Now I did secure this one, but with bit too much gold invested here, sadly. Oh, these didn't break entirely, so that's a bit of a bummer. Those will probably come back. So, trying to get back in the middle cap. A bit of an overreaction here, sadly. There's like 2 units, and I'm selling like everything here. This will probably allow him to get back on here. I'm slightly winging this, but that's before these all come in. Probably will go downhill then. Centaurs are about to break, and it's just the Manticore left. Yeah, these Anglo Raiders aren't going to do much other than die. Did capture this one pretty quickly though. But at this point, yeah. 500 versus 1300 tickets. He played the objective way better. These don't have much ammo, so I'm desperately trying to get something else on the field. But this early lead just means I'm not getting back fast enough. So even though I'm doing well on gold values, I'm too behind on the points fighting over on this side at the beginning. So while taking the more land style approach of fighting isn't necessarily bad, you can't forget about the objectives, because that's my downfall in this match, as you can see. Major ticket advantage, can't quite keep up.
You have been bested. There is only...
So we'll take a look at the value real quick. Decent value here. Pretty much everything got okay value, but that we also already saw a bit on the during the battle. But the sad part is, he still got a lot of value even though I focused him. This one not so much. Scalsa did though, and in the end he played the objective game better. So don't forget that. Hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you in the next battle report.